spot.
And the grudge match to take us there. FlyQuest versus Team Liquid going to start off on Nuke, and it's going to start off with a bang. Fast in towards ramp, where Ultimate, responsible for this part of the map, has to just concede, backing up. Lobby taken in response, but it's JKS to open up this game. First kill comes in, and that's the bomb in towards lower. Liquid on the back foot with Shui down low, a man down in this retake. This is dire straits.
Yeah, FlyQuest don't overplay that one. When they see Ultimate, they pull back from the 2 hell control. They go to play B as a squad, and this feels unlosable from positions right now. They have everyone ready to crunch in this double door. May as well push together. These 2 players going in. Shui very low, finished off, and JKS's Julies look good for the job here. 2 kills already, not hurrying the frag. This one is done. FlyQuest get the pistol. 3 kills from the new addition, and Liquid leave longing.
Mr. Savage sending his regards to Team Liquid. 3 kills in the pistol. Not a bad way to start. He's got a point to prove here. And he's put that pistol on the board for FlyQuest, guaranteeing a nice start here to Nuke. We'll see, you'd like to think. Let's see him again.
Yeah, motivation definitely going to be very high in this game of all games for JKS. And that damn smile again as Liquid force up.
I mean, these were the rounds that JKS felt kind of let them down in their opening game here in Cologne. It was the anti-forces, the anti-ecos kind of collecting these rounds early and getting punished too often by pistols. They don't want that to happen again, but that's not a bad shot from Twist.
It's very good.
Wild opening. And an instant 5v4 for Liquid that goes untraded. Instead, they're hoping position can make up for this lost player.
Oh, Nertz is in a really grimy corner as well. JKS concedes lobby, but they've just walked in as well. So Liquid have a lot of info and a lot of control, things considered. They don't need to panic about this B bomb site as long as Nertz stays in this corner. FlyQuest moving for upper. Meanwhile, Liquid reposition with the lobby clear. They come back to fight hell. Timing is everything here with this player scaling the rafters right now. Ultimate is still waiting in heaven, and Nertz is unwavering in his position. FlyQuest can change their mind on the fly. They might have to. They've lost that heaven control. Ins falls as well. The bomb loose outside, and then Nertz activates. Not that he's needed. It's Naf from afar. Just like that, FlyQuest back to their losing ways in this second round. JKS, the 1v5 ace, but there's only 20 seconds, Harry.
We all kind of want it to happen, but it's not gonna. There just isn't the time. JKS doesn't have the time nor the position to make this one happen. Just going to back up and save the rifle. And so those ugly problems for FlyQuest rearing their head again.
It's not what you want, really. You know, when you talk about this is what let us down in our opening game, in a winnable match v Furia, in a, you know, a Furia have now qualified to stage 2, losing out 13-10 on that final map. And immediately in this series, you lose to pistols. This was crazy, though, that opening deke for Twist. And Naf's double as well. Dropping the bomb. Woo!
We got the whole peanut gallery up here watching this game.
Yeah, the whole club showed up for the game of the day.
Chad Birchall looking on from the rafters, waiting to see if his boy JKS can get revenge.
Okay, this is still winnable with the AK. They've just got to find these entries. JKS at the front of the pack. Trying to chase down this rifle. He falls first. Naf staying strong. Needs something else here, or this will be a litany of guns to pick up for FlyQuest. They'll find it. 3-on-3 now. Low health on Vexite.
He's holding for the re-aggression. And it looked like it was going to come through, but
it's going to do the
decide against it. Lining up the util to try and pop them in, but Shui's aggressive in the hut. Close range on the MP9. It still hits hard there, but never given the chance to fire. Shui taken down a peg straight away. It was Twist Eagle that opened up that pistol win. Let's see if he's got more mileage in him. Twist, they'll all line up for him. Clean from Russell Van Dolken, a 3K to put a pin in that round. Team Liquid denied the force back from FlyQuest.
Yeah, I feel like spacing's a little bit off there on the rifle, not coming in to trade that first kill. They still go as a pair at the end, but Twist just lines them up. That one's easy. He gets a chance to reset, check his back, and 2 more into the spray. Nice hold from Twist. FlyQuest are making something out of that round. But now it's 4 pistols. So Liquid get to breathe a sigh of relief here. Nerd, someone who struggled in that game against FaZe, in a pivotal position on this CT side of Nuke. He's going to be outside in the gun rounds. Not a position you can get away with being quiet in. You have to be influential. You have to be on. Can't be afraid of taking these fights. Eyes are on here for Liquid at the moment. FlyQuest about to round this corner. Nerds can swing off Twist's contact.
Not needed. It's another mowdown from Twist. Just holds the trigger. And he's been the fire starter in all 3 of these rounds for Liquid.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, Twist might have had some quiet performances thus far to open up Cologne, but it's looking like he's well and truly switched on for this grudge match with stage 2 on the line. I mean, and that's a good sign if you're a fan of Team Liquid.
You can call them anti-ecos, and they are, but they're still not easy rounds. This one more so, but the previous... It's one where FlyQuest were...
continuous track on the 180. Crazy.
Previous was where FlyQuest were about to win a 3-on-4 on an eco, and Twist stopped it, so... Ultimate peeking outside with the orb. Naf on ramp spotted. Doesn't look to give it away without sending in his regards. A couple of grenades go through. FlyQuest still take the space. Netic crossing red and players coming up secret at the same time, so he may run into Nerds here. This is certainly an exciting head-to-head. Netic. Huge firepower addition to FlyQuest this year. Got to remain aware here as 2 players look to re-clear yard. Netic gets that info. They won't overcommit. Did he see 2? If he did, they'd probably speed up. FlyQuest still going to hit this top site. Shuey in the great spot. Oh, hard clear.
Dude, Twist's very switched on, but if the gun isn't out, there's not much he can do. There's Ultimate. His Guardian Angel providing the cover, and that's kept Twists in this round. The one that got away might just look to tear this whole round from the fingers of FlyQuest. That is a wild sequence. The shot from Ultimate arriving just in time to save Twists, who goes on to push the lobby and that takes the advantage even further into Liquid's hands.
I don't know if they missed the molly, because you can miss a hot roof molly that lands against that back wall, but if that's like a purposeful molly that's landing on the back wall to flush Twist out in a position that he's commonly found in, it's a really nice piece of util. JKS pushes off of it, but Ultimate with the perfect swing in from heaven to save his teammate. Twist remains a threat, 10-2 on this CT side to find this 4-1 lead. Another round that dies too soon for FlyQuest, another save of an AK. And, you know, these force buy rounds are what really hurt you when you lose a game 13-11, 13-10. You think about the fact that you had that pistol, clean as can be, and you just got swept into the first gun round. So can FlyQuest do more with less? Or will it yet again be the Liquid show? Shuey getting aggressive with a flashbang. Netic punishes. It's a big pickup here for FlyQuest, getting 2 guns.
Dude, that's a fight you're very happy if you're FlyQuest that Liquid decided to give you. It's a gun upgrade. It's a man advantage situation now. Pressure on the shoulders of Liquid to go and kind of try and level the playing field, really. There's no safe place to do so. Nerds doesn't like how much ground was gained out in the yard. He feels a little blind out here because of how he was playing. And so has to take it more passive.
Oh, down vent.
Twist's trying to make up for this and go and help out in the yard. But that sacrifices bodies elsewhere on the map, right? The actual defense of the top site and the ramp area just down to one player right now.
This could be a prime solution here. Nerds is moving in as Twist takes his position, so Liquid still remaining mobile and active on the map. They will replenish this position. 40 seconds as FlyQuest do look longingly into that top site. In's coming in from main. Gonna miss that timing. Twist catches him. Now they know what's up. Molly at the feet. Naf still takes one with him. And back at the bomb site, are you ready for Nerds? They go down vent instead. Twist was flanking the A site. That leaves him out of commission for the moment. There might be a bomb plan in this.
Yeah, they've got the route to that at least. They've also left JKS up in the hut. He's going to play into this round a little bit later. So he needs his teammates down here on the lower site to stay alive. You don't want him playing with the pressure of the timer working against him. Instead, he gets to pick and choose his battle very carefully, and so JKS gets one on this flank.
It's a hard question for Liquid.
11-2 on Twist. He's feeling great right now. If they're given a kill soon, maybe you see him go for it. Instead, Netic finds that gap on ramp.
He's trying to ninja this.
No way.
Kills on the way out. They're so late to leave the bomb site. I don't think they would have even made it anyway, but that kill saves their souls, and FlyQuest win it with less. It's Chewy getting aggressive with a flashbang that offers up guns, and that gives FlyQuest an advantage they manifest into a round. Key shots for Netic here.
I did like if you can kind of build on the back of a gifted round like that, where you're kind of handed a chance at a free opening, that can go some mileage to making up for this rough start for FlyQuest. Falling down to that 4 spy in the second, this can be their route to recover.
Can't believe, Nerds are so aware that JKS could probably be lurking in lobby there. He goes to clear door. If he just rotated vents, he would have avoided him. But he gets backstabbed from Hut really late. Oh, Netic lucky to be alive after that break. Gets back behind the blue. Dodging death to Regali's AWP. Outside execute here for FlyQuest to cross secret. And Molly misses. That's fine by FlyQuest. They still make it down. One player does tick, but Liquid don't get that confirmed audio. Oh, dangerous!
More in at lobby, JKS. Awkward line to try and walk. We'll just get spammed to death by Naf. So it ends in a stalemate on this lobby lurk, but these rotates arrive down at lower. Naf, front of the pack, tip of the spear, breaks through FlyQuest and hopes to tee up his squad to reel this one home, but they've lost players, they've lost ground.
They should know.
FlyQuest moving in, Twist has one on a plate right there. And Netic finished off as well.
Nice, guys.
Oh, Inns goes so far ahead of his team there. No one's ready to get out lower. No one's at single door. The AWP is barely down the stairs, and Inns just runs into the bomb site with the bomb. You're sure, it's in-game leader Brady. Feels like he has a gap. He's not entirely right, though. It would have been fine if his team were there to trade a lot quicker.
It's awkward, right? It felt like
Stalling
he kind
2
of
seconds.
tried to be the pace setter, but no one else was actually nearby to help him.
Disaster.
It's one of those moments where kind of his picture of the round and how the pace he feels like his team should be at maybe don't marry up to exactly what's happened in game. And it leaves FlyQuest looking a little silly.
Oh, JKS, he tried to go vent. He got stuck. He can't get out with a kill either. This has got very wrong for FlyQuest in these couple of rounds. It's going to get worse. Bloodbath on ramp. 4 kills in just seconds. Round over. And dear, oh dear, it's come crumbling down for FlyQuest. Liquid holding strong in all their positions right now. It's A-side's bit of rock. And Inns is not going to crack it. Twist is 14-3 on this CT side. This is his site.
I mean, it's his map. He feels like he's been everywhere, right? These top site spray downs have been the most impressive part for Twists, but in the nitty-gritty, he's remained very, very mobile. He's constantly keeping you guessing. And even that makes it scary because now it's like you don't really know where Twist is going to rear his head with the game he's having. Having this performance from him is giving a lot of freedom to how he wants to play in these rounds.
Sure. Door, backside, down secret.
I mean, you know, as much as this is like the chance for revenge for JKS versus Liquid, Liquid also have a point to prove here, right? When JKS was removed, he was kind of like one of two potential problem areas, right? There were kind of two ways it could have gone.
Yeah, they picked him.
And they ended up getting rid of him to bring Shui in, right? It's a move where, in reality, right, Russell Twists obviously was the IGL. He was the captain of this squad, and it was the handoff there having to bring a captain in. That's why JKS gets cut from the roster. He was one of two struggling players in this Liquid team at that point in time. And so Liquid have their own point to prove that this was the right move. They're bringing in Shui as their captain and trying to reinvigorate the team. Well, this was the play.
Especially with NAF, you know, also having an uptick in these couple of games we've seen, right? Like these were the two struggling players and, you know, similar styles, you know, on them as well, especially on CT sides, and maybe a lack of entry power at times for Liquid. And so Liquid stick with their legacy player. And so,
yeah,
NAF looks to prove why. And
I mean, there, you know, even that's kind of interested on like the narrative angle with Liquid sticking by, like you say, their legacy player, kind of not as emblematic of the team. Well, now JKS has gone back to Australian Counter-Strike. And not to have, hopefully, that same warm reception and that same respect. And from what we know,
and not even for a regional reason with the changes to VRS and how regions are, you know, deducted or not, you know, how they're defined rather. So it's not even sticking with NAF to keep this team NA necessarily. So they've got some faith. And right now, in this CT side, it's going swimmingly for Liquid. FlyQuest submerged in a 2v3. They've got to play a trap to the door. That's a nice molly, but the swing from Twist will stop anything from getting out of control. Buying time for Shui to win the round. 7-2 with a 3-kill from the captain. Now a 4-buy for FlyQuest, and it has to hit hard or this half will drip through their fingers.
And right now, I mean, the rifling kind of... The rifling players on Liquid very much outperforming that of the FlyQuest bunch. You would love for Regali and his AWP to maybe be your way back in. Haven't had to talk about Ultimate too much yet on this AWP.
Regali picked rifle over AWP this round, so they're playing a little bit faster. Oh, good flash dodge though. Nerds reliable in the yard, gets 2 kills, dodges another flash, and looks to finish the hat trick. Inns will not allow escape, but it's still a damn good hold from Nerds when you consider the AWP is still in position. Oh, it does slide past Ultimate somehow, and he's missed all these timings. Inns making it down. Sure, they are in a 3v4, but position is everything here for FlyQuest. None of that matters when you lose the bomb in ramp. NAF, double kill up in lobby, and Inns' control matters not to the round. Liquid looking sharp today, looking locked in across the board. And like you said, Ultimate not really been a factor. There's definitely still time.
Yeah, I mean,
see on that.
What I'll say is, like, he's not really been a factor, but he hasn't needed to be, you know?
I'll say this, though. We saw in the FaZe game, Ultimate have a lot of trouble on CT side Nuke when you compare it to other maps because he can never find himself in the right place. Sure, Elige having life game, yes. FaZe playing a varied style, throwing walls of smokes every round, but Ultimate can never get in a position to get an opening kill, to, you know, exert any pressure on the round. He was always locked behind util or in the wrong place at the wrong time. And so I wouldn't say this is his best map by any means. So you need the riflers to perform, and right now they're doing exactly that.
Yeah. I know, I think I really do want to get ahead of this and just say I think NAF is back. Not just because of this game, more of a reflection of just how he's approaching his game. It's feeling a lot more varied. He's willing to take risks, willing to go and seek out fights.
True,
and it's really nice to see because, mate, towards the end of the season, you started to feel kind of sad watching NAF play. It was like watching someone who just permanently looked uncomfortable, felt like every fight he was going into was a bad fight in the ways he was trying to take them. And he kind of lost a lot of that gumption that made him such a standout player.
It's a dirty angle for Nerds, and he's got the util to buy him some escape as well. That nade slows him down. They come chasing into B, but Nerds, he should just feel willing to keep taking these fights right now. He's having a great game. Twist right behind with more impact. 18 and 4. Every single pillar of Liquid staying standing. And nothing breaking here through for FlyQuest. Twist bordering on 20 kills on the half. It's no longer just the 4 anti-eco kills. It's a great game.
On the Canadian duo of Liquid as well, it's 30 kills combined, right? Ooh. They are hitting so hard right now.
That's crazy.
19 for Twist, 11 for Nap, the only 2 players in double digits in the server.
And 23 across FlyQuest.
That's mad. 23 kills for all of FlyQuest. 30 kills on Nap and Twist.
Oh, Canada. Can Liquid put a bow on it? 10 rounds on a CT side would be immaculate on FlyQuest map pick.
Especially when you think about the fact that FlyQuest won the pistol, for crying out loud.
Don't remind me. They had that one eco win otherwise with the lurkout hut into a B post plant. Nerds stops Netic making his Nico-esque play in front of the smoke. Vexite, turns at the wrong time, and Nerds gets a second. He's not high on the numbers, but his kills have been influential in these rounds outside. Ultimate just needs one. And there it is. JKS picked at ramp, the AWP cannot trade, and Ultimate bounds into B. Another 2v5 as these rounds peter out for FlyQuest.
And the problems just feel so deep and numerous for FlyQuest. Nothing's really working. Their opening moves have only served to feed Team Liquid these kills. Regali on his AWP, it's made a couple of appearances, yet to leave any type of impression. Can be, someone who can just step up and take control of games single-handedly. But yet to see anything close to that from Regali. JKS got a hat-trick in the pistol round, 3 kills since that point in time. It's just a bit of a non-starter here for a lot of these FlyQuest players. That's a wild flick down, but not enough. Runaway success on the half for Team Liquid as they look to snipe FlyQuest pick out from under them.
They look like they can go on forever. And it's only the first map.
My brain feels like scrambled eggs after that marathon. Seriously, how do you recover from this?
I don't know, man. Looks like a long run. We need a quick reset.
Hey, cheer up, boys. It's only a best of 5. Refuel yourself.
I know all them blue lights keep me up at night, follow you to the dark. I know all them blue lights keep me up at night, I'm gonna follow this spark. Paved roads to my door, had to leave my home before. Oh no, we must go on, go on.
Oh, that was so saucy.
That's so creamy.
You were talking about the clutch, right?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I guess.
In this grudge match for stage 2, FlyQuest came in with a convincing pistol, but that was about the only convincing round they played. Other than that, Liquid run away with this first half. JKS truly knows Liquid, though, as well as you're hoping. He should be telling the guys, we have them right where we want them.
Yeah, it's going to be a long way back. We need another pistol for FlyQuest. The problem has been the anti-ecos so far in this new squad. But you got to get there first. 10-2, Liquid locked in. They showed face against FaZe yesterday, although they fell apart on Nuke. But this is a different day. This is a different story for Liquid. We're across the board, everyone holding their own, and Twist going above and beyond, 19-4. What do we have in this pistol? It's ramp contact, but they've set Nerds up outside to play late. Netic, how long will he hang around?
Stop stressing out, okay? It's fine. It's a new half. But please, we just need to play together, okay? Yep.
That was JKS taking a more realistic approach and less banter. He's talked already about how, you know, he is trying to be a positive voice, pass on some teachings, keep this squad in line. And so nice to hear a snippet of that. Netic opens in this pistol. Nerds on the receiving end. And a 5v4 for FlyQuest. It's Regali tucked in at the back of the orange box.
Twist is checking.
He's his team's fortress. Oh, he's gone. The Half-Life on that gives away this opening kill in at ramp. And now Liquid try and pick up the pace.
JKS alone, and he gets headshot. This site overwhelmed by Liquid players. Netic pushed back even further. He may have found that lurker, but Liquid have full control with an open plant and an open door. It's essentially a portal to a round here for Liquid. Ultimate, ooh, nails it with twists. 4-on-1, get him out. 11-2 for Team Liquid. And FlyQuest are left for dead.
Oh, he's done it.
Well, your anti-ecos aren't great. How are your forces? You like forces?
It's a pretty decent force, all things considered. Little sprinkling of util. MP9 for Regali. Scout on Netic out in the yard.
$21-4, man. It's unreal score for Twist, and the impact has been incredible. Ooh, that's something. It's a gun. But Liquid could just avoid this secret control. Looking like they want to do second layer, and they get Locker's main smoke in. Opening up new avenues here for Liquid. They still cross down lower, but FlyQuest have actually gambled out. Come back up. Only JKS remains in B. He's got to pick a position now. He's all that survives in this site. Liquid are in no hurry, and you'll notice Shui's position might open up a vent climb. But they've got to fight two players in these tunnels first. Well, there's one.
Yeah, given that pick for free.
Just go back up main. Oh wait, Shui's coming B. They have to end lower.
They hear this as well. That's info for JKS ahead of time, but he can't long that fight out versus the captain.
Ouch.
Shui
that was
squeaks
the way.
it past JKS, and that has given over this lower plant. Liquid map point is right there, rolled out in front of them. They've got 3 kills left to secure it. And all 3 coming from the ramp side. Liquid seem ready for this. Still, they're going to lose Shui first.
Should be fine.
Twists, you're hoping, is a more than safe pair of hands. One tag from the scout would end his round. Twist has been stellar throughout this entire game for Team Liquid, but that's one clutch too far. Netic will come through with the goods. It's close on this defuse.
Oh, it's very close.
It's
Harry.
real close.
Maybe too close, but I think he's got it. He's got it. FlyQuest live to fight another round. I can't believe Shui gets away with that, bro. Dropping ramp from that huge flank, getting past the scout, and shooting JKS, who was just setting up by double door. It almost cost FlyQuest everything. Oh my god, that's a kill through the box. But hey, they lose a pistol, they win a force. Potato, tomato, whatever it takes. Liquid force back, and of course Twist finds a way to get a Galil. A good investment.
Yeah, with the game he's having, whatever he wants, give it to him.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Crazy sequenced Eagle comes in. Regali trying to track on over. It's JKS up next. 1 versus 1. It's Twist. Head on a swivel. Clothesline on a JKS. On that swing out through the heavens, he continues his picture-perfect game.
Oh, it's just perfect for Twist. 25 and 5, a 5 KD at 12-3, and absolutely destroying FlyQuest. No other words for it. Winning out that 1v2 clutch with the Galil in a second. In a mess on this top site.
Nice! Let's fucking go!
And that's why he gets the Galil.
Unreal. Pacey round for Liquid. Just storming that A main. And again, FlyQuest with money advantage. Lose the round. Feeling like familiar territory. And here on their map pick, it could come to a very bitter end.
I mean, just what a time to get prime Twists back in the server, you know? This is his best game. In it, Cologne by some margin.
Oh dear.
We'll get overran.
It's an AWPer.
Here's Twists ready to mop it up. And it's the
Yes,
transfers, it's the sprays that have been so clean from Twists in this game. I feel like every single one of his multi-kills have been these types of mowdowns. Still, only 2.
Not ready for heaven, that's for sure.
And so it's left on the shoulders of Nerds.
Oh, they're so uncertain.
And this crossfire, I mean, you'd like to think this is so safe. There should be no way that you give this one over. And Netic agrees.
Was a bit scary. They were both like looking left, right. They couldn't decide their angles, but pinched it. Okay, FlyQuest just trading rounds out. Does not feel good though. And that one barely comes through.
Dude, it's the fact that like every one of Twist's multi-kills have been these spray transfers that's so crazy. And it's been like that from round 2 of the game. The way that he's been able to like peek in at 2 or 3 players and come out looking like the safer bet in those situations is terrifying. This round, it's Naf entrusted with the gun. He's going to run it across out in the yard. It was him and Twist in that first half that were doing a lot of the heavy lifting, and Twist has taken all the limelight now.
Oh, again.
Naf in the feed first. Twist with a great timing on this ramp push and lives to tell the tale. Makes it past the Hell player in rotation.
Just perfectly times JKS there to get him.
This might be a low econ round to close the map. FlyQuest. They said it's been a problem in their other games. They said it's something they're trying to fix. It reared its head straight away to open up this map, and it might be how Nuke ends. 1 gun in this round. It comes down to a 2v2. Ultimate Deagle spotted out in the open, and Twists are low on health. Dead at the swing of Regali, so a recovery there for FlyQuest. They stay in this for 1 more round, but they are really driving their heels in, digging their nails in, trying to hold on to this game.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's only a matter of time. Liquid is still making these rounds close.
That's the worst part. It's not like any of these rounds are filling you with confidence for FlyQuest. They are grabbing victory from the grip of defeat. Barely surviving against pistols again. And Liquid will happily trade rounds out. That's finally 2 in a row for FlyQuest. The first time that that's happened all map. It's not a good sign. 12-5. And Twist's performance with no signs of slowing down. 28-7, just outstanding. Laser-focused Liquid with an eco now. And I'm counting no round out, Harry.
Oh, risky move for Regali. Oh. He's going to commit to this with the flash. That's Inns trying to support here out in the yard as Regali enters enemy territory, looking to claim it for his own. Oh, it's all good. He's nailed it. Just Shui left. The Regali push out in the yard. And a knockout blow to Team Liquid there as the Deagles don't find a thing. FlyQuest finally get through with a clean round.
Yeah.
And look, considering how all their other anti-egos have gone,
I'll give you that.
that actually feels pretty nice.
It's the first time Liquid don't force. But now they've got everything they need. Double the rounds. 10 times the KDs.
Yeah, there's a lot of ground left to cover before we get too excited on the FlyQuest comeback. Liquid still in pole position by some margin. And on an individual level, the performance that Twist is giving us is unmatched, server-wide. So FlyQuest would have to win this as a team.
Liquid patient lobby. FlyQuest stew in the silence, knowing a player could be behind these smokes. It's only Nerds solo. As Liquid waits behind the smokes on ramp. Gonna be Inns v Nerds. Jump spot. There's the info. That's all Inns wants. He gets out scot-free. Meanwhile, Liquid poised towards the A site. More utility. It's back to ramp. No one here.
It's a lot of util lobbed in at top, but at least Regali hears this, gets that kind of early warning that ramp is being taken. As he drops down lower, they have to bear in mind that Nerds has been silently shifting around this position the entire time. Regali swept aside, nothing done. Inns also falters.
Beautiful round.
And this B site crumbles at the hands of Team Liquid. They play a slow burning, punishing split down on that B site. And with this smoke in at ramp, all 3 FlyQuest players trapped on the other side. The Sloth might be about to feast. There's one. Can't manage the second. Naf will get overran. But there's just layers of Liquid still to break through. And FlyQuest are far from making waves. Netic tries to move in first, but picked apart at the hands of Twist and Shui. Liquid will lock in a strong finish on Nuke, with Twist basking in the limelight to get them there.
And they started slow in that bait game. They pulled off a little CT comeback to win that game out. That's where they're going to be starting here in this head-to-head against Team Liquid. But safe to say, maps aside, stats aside, Liquid are looking locked in. Twist is looking like a demon right now. And so they're going to have to tackle with that before we talk about winning this series. Didn't see many highlights from FlyQuest, many moments to enjoy in that game of Nuke.
I wouldn't put it past FlyQuest for this to look better.
Oh,
this to
I'd
be
hope
a
so.
better map.
I'd really hope so. That was
And it does then leave you questioning.
Oh, they
ended up with Nuke.
Liquid ran this pistol last time, and I think it was Payne fully bought it and full rotated everybody in. They had players flanking lower. It seems like FlyQuest aren't falling for it the same. There's still a player in the bomb site. JKS holding strong, gets his first kill. Flashes fly over. JKS buying a few more seconds, bit more damage, but he should be dead here too. Almost the third. Well, Liquid still long this out. Twist can't get that plant, trying to help his team with the kills, and suddenly Liquid disappear from the round.
A bomb plant here would be great, and Ultimate does have the path to get it planted, but he decides for the tap. That's going to give way to the quad swing. Plant denied. And pistol round secured. FlyQuest get the bag.
Seemed like FlyQuest knew what Liquid were doing there, right? They didn't panic on the communication. They didn't full rotate like Payne did in that pistol. Naf sells a bit of a fake. It draws some players over, but JKS never wavers. Gets his 2 kills and damage on Twists. It's a better look for FlyQuest, but Harry, it's all about the second round.
Yeah, and these are the rounds they have struggled with.
At least it's only eco. It's not like Liquid are full bought here. It's one scout, yes, a tag down mid, a deagle for Twists. He's feeling it, but now winning this is a different story.
Ooh.
Got spotted there. But still, no one's actually looking, so there's room for Liquid to walk in.
Yeah, Inns doesn't want to risk dying there on a swing to the scout, but also hesitant to give too much room away. That's a crazy shot from Twist. It was his deagle back on Nuke that got the ball rolling on that eco win. This time, there's just less substance behind this buy for Liquid. So it will get cleaned up. FlyQuest stick the landing on that conversion. Now they've got guns to break through.
Yeah, Liquid bringing them out sooner rather than later. Perhaps a sign of the times, knowing the FlyQuest are more comfortable here, and so they'd rather just maximize their gun rounds on this T side. Ultimate Scout available, and rifles on the rest. A very important gun round if FlyQuest want to make this series interesting. To start strong in map 2, it's a fantastic grenade from Regali, and he's going to finish the job onto Nerds. Despite that, Liquid make it up catwalk. Information for Inns catches players coming through. Ready to block at a moment's notice. Spinning into a mid-to-be.
Netic tries to come through. Twist hits a wild opening. And Netic make up for it. Ultimate head on a swivel, and here's the support out through the tunnels. Naf gets there just in time. Into this 2v2 now with a lot of damage done onto Ultimate. There's a chance here for FlyQuest.
It's a big re-smoke.
JKS, the latest edition. And Inns, the captain.
Oh!
Trying to make some magic happen here.
So still a good setup.
Ultimate stays out in the open, so one bullet, all that's required to deal with him. Can Inns clutch up? Naf there on the chopping block. And Inns finds them both for that 1v2. Nice to see him stretch his legs a little bit, right? Takes on the IGL role within this FlyQuest squad. There was a time where Inns used to turn heads for his individual brilliance. It's nice in those little 1vx moments where you get to see what he's made of.
Yes, no newbie to in-game leading though, right? He's done it across a variety of Australian rosters over the years. Nice! So back in the saddle and still putting on rounds here for FlyQuest. A big 1v2. And Liquid are on a half buy. It looks like they just want to pummel this B bomb site. Mid-smoke to avert FlyQuest gaze, and now just full send into B. Ultimate to smoke doors. That's a nice layer setup here for FlyQuest. Couple of kills come through before all is said and done, and no more resmokes for that Molotov, so Neta can continue to put Util down. Twist feeling it, but he's just not given a chance to get that opener. FlyQuest holding sturdy.
Good tag, and on the right man as well. Even a follow-up kill. Ultimate dead, attempting to sneak out through the mid doors. Twist's brought down low from that AWP. Oh my god.
I'm just scared, yeah.
Very ready for every...
His 1D and his entry mid to B. I mean, he's already hit 2 blinders in this game. But no more. Oh. See ya. 4-0 here for FlyQuest.
Dude, he dinked
Yeah, he
two
dinked it,
people.
4-0. I mean, this is a far better start. Safe to say.
Well, like, in a weird way, when you kind of look at the veto here, it feels like they've been
Backwards.
flipped around, right? It feels like they're wrong.
Well, clearly Liquid are trying to play this map because they've been keen to
Yeah.
play it this event. And yeah, it's been bad before, but woo! Ultimate finding Regali. And that's Regali's AWP gone.
I mean, I think maps 2 and 3 of this series, Dust2 and then closing on Ancient, I think are more suited to FlyQuest in this current state. That's not like compared to Liquid, as in like compared to Nuke as the starter, which is a technical map. I saw colleague and resident Australian Chad Sponge Birchall getting upset about that, saying that FlyQuest can't play technical maps as their pick. Let's see how they do on the nice big orange aim map. Ins in with the backstab, gets away with 2. Captain puts the team on his back there, and now all eyeballs on long for FlyQuest. They know where the rest of this hit is coming from.
Still got to stop it though. HE for the smoke. Orb fires off as that bloom. Shui will not make it across, and 4v2 becomes 4v1. Ultimate Orb drop. He had that 5v4, and he'll get no more as FlyQuest. Oh, well, you know, I spoke too soon, I'll admit.
10 seconds.
Throw my hands up there, but he's not winning this round. They just don't give him anything. Playing with their food, he's going to die after time at this rate. I love this from FlyQuest. 2-1, and the time expires. Vexite goes for the killing blow, and they find him with no loss bonus. That's high impact. When you talk about your AWPer dying after the clock, a very annoying way for Ultimate to end his round. FlyQuest are back.
I mean, that's not normally like the type of nice little like micro decisions you see FlyQuest take. That's a nice sign of the times, just to try and build upon this lead even further, make these rounds feel very punishing for Team Liquid. Getting a completely different look at a FlyQuest here on Dust2. And now firmly in the driver's seat here.
This was crazy, Vince. The turn. Woo.
Yeah, this is Liquid's pick of Dust2. Even that third map of Ancient, Liquid had the choice of where this series ended up. They decided to send us there. Crazy opening from Shui as he barrels out through long. They have to sacrifice Twist to get this ground. And they'll leave Shui here to hold on to it. Out in the middle, though, that's a rough lineup. Naf and Ultimate skewered by Netic on that swing. So whatever hope was resting on that mid push gone, brushed aside. Man advantage now in the FlyQuest camp. Liquid looking for a regroup in the tunnels, just going to walk it into B.
Yeah, B is open though, and these retakes are scary, so you'd love Vexite to just poke his head back in. Even just a kill here would up the odds massively, and with the long flank coming in, it all but tells you it's B. It's either cat or B. There's no other option. He hears the steps coming in. He can still look to punish on that plant noise. There's no smoke to stop any pushback in. Good safe plant, but there's the cover dead, and they've got to cancel it as Vexite finds both. Reliable on this B bomb site. FlyQuest 6-0 up.
Yeah, that's real nice, just good stuff from Vexite, right? Like, playing there, even on the back of the plant, isn't without its risks. You know, if he does go out and falls, and suddenly they're in a 2v2 retake with guns given over. But it's nice because he's playing a confident game, and you want Vexite making these types of moves. This is what he's here for.
The alternative is, what, you play too passive, you give them the control, and then you...
No, it's nice.
Then you lose in a post
I like that FlyQuest not afraid to press their advantage. I think it would be easy after, especially that first map, and just how dire some of the rounds felt, to come into Dust2 and play some of these moments a little too safe, give a little too much respect to Liquid.
Nothing to lose now. Elimination's on the line. They just got absolutely walloped on Nuke. Play your heart out. Also, the HE grenades have been really good in this game so far. They, again, wait for the flash to come out cat. They nade Chewy down half. So let's see if the util keeps up. In's burning in the site. He's baiting for his teammate on the goose with the palm tree flash. Seems like this will be a cat execute. Twist, late lurking long. Regali in the wrong position, will not play into this. It's all about the hold.
Spam from Inns connects onto Shui. JKS was here. This is who Inns has been baiting for, and they will light up this short play. Between the two of them, they have decimated the Liquid. Push through this smoke. Inns having a wild start to this second map at 10-1. Not just calling the shots, but taking them too. Pulling no punches on this defense are FlyQuest. It's another timeout burned for Liquid. What might have been written off as just a slow start a couple of rounds ago now becomes a very alarming situation.
Back to the traditional win rate here for Liquid on this map. They've really struggled on Dust2 with this roster, with even previous rosters. Still picking it in this series. Yet to see why. No rounds on the board. That hot start from Twist has cooled down now with 4 deaths in a row. And no one else is picking up the slack. FlyQuest have good protocols right now. Even winning from disadvantages. Garlic got his confidence back to peak mid, punished last time, but nothing to stop him here.
It was nice for both teams to pick their opponent's map for them.
Gentleman's agreement. A 2v5, this eco's going nowhere.
And I mean, FlyQuest are playing a very confident game. There's a lot of moving parts here. They're not afraid to go for re-aggression. Shui, will he make them regret that? That's 2 wild kills on the crossfire. But this crossfire should prove to be too strong. He's gotten out with even more damage. He hears these players back in the spawn.
He knows 1v1 at B, so he's going to take it.
Shui believes he's got something here.
And he heard Regali upper.
A re-smoke now, this late in the round?
Walk through it. You have no choice. It's your best move.
With mid already held, Regali is literally nowhere else to look.
Let's hope he misses, but he doesn't. Regali, reliable. And Liquid locked out, 8-0 down.
That feeling of watching the guy 1v5 with the Deagle, minute left on the clock. We've all been there now.
He hit a couple of nice shots, and he pre-fired Regali on that corner, but no. In's 10-1, Vexite 11-3, Netic 9-3. What else could you want?
Oh, man, if I'm FlyQuest, the big takeaway from this is maybe we are Dust2 players. Nothing wrong with it. I know it feels gross, but nothing wrong with that. Now they come over towards short, right in at JKS. That is crisp. Oh, 2 quick kills. Does he have any more? The Savage tears through the short play, and then the rest of his squad mop up middle. Only Ultimate remains. And so quickly, these rounds are slipping through the grasp of Liquid. It's all FlyQuest here on Dust2.
Yeah, I think Liquid is just trying anything right now, just running up Cat immediately off spawn, and JKS starting his round where he ends it. No matter the time on the clock, he is sitting back on back plat, or he is sitting on default, waiting for Liquid. 2 headshots, Regali, trick shotting in middle. Styling with 3 from him. Just really doesn't get better. 9-0, Liquid, no signs of life. Love to just see a more slow default round where they can come out lower, take catwalk with utility, go back to B late, play around with these mid to B catwalk splits, keep FlyQuest guessing, but right now FlyQuest is just taking every fight that is available. They're breaking the smokes. They're re-aggressing. And it only gets easier at 9-0 to make that kind of move. Long rush for Liquid. They've not really been out in this position. The spawns haven't favored them.
All right, and Naf we trust. Crazy Keith runs it straight through the long smoke. We've been saying Naf is back. Let's see if he can give them the answers. Dead straight away at the hands of JKS. Nades do more follow-up damage. Flash in. Does he want to attempt this fight? JKS hanging out close to the smoke. Leaves it to chance, leaves it to spam.
Done a lot of damage though.
And now just over the top of it, a shooting gallery here for JKS. That has slipped on past, but gonna get checked.
What are you doing?
Due diligence on the clear, and a what are you doing?
Who shouted that? Who shouted that? Might be Netic.
It had to be, right? It had to be Netic. The other Aussies are on screen. It wasn't Regali, because it was Australian.
It's not JKS.
And I've never heard JKS do that.
No, it's not.
Oh, but please say it was. Damn. There you
There we
go.
go.
We pieced it together.
Since one, boys, we're swimming in cash.
We're swimming in cash.
Swimming in cash.
We're swimming in
No,
They're swimming in cash, Harry. I think it's Cash. It's Cash where
Vibes are
they're
good.
from, but... Oh!
That was Ultimate who got
All right,
that.
do we have a round, Harry?
We certainly might. They were high on life. They were celebrating the good times. And in doing so, took their eye off the ball. Liquid break through long and get a 5v4 untraded.
Yeah, but they've had this 5v4 in a gun round from Roland, picking mid with the AWP before. They still lost that round. And even now, a reset round the world to a B hit, Twist lurking long. He's not going to get a re-aggress. He has to play late on a backstab. That relies on his team getting into this B bomb site, which is still held by 2 players. And if Vexite doesn't move a muscle, he might go unchecked. This could be interesting.
Oh, Vexite playing with his food.
Chomp.
Oh, his teammates have fallen though. Naf gonna break him into B. Ultimate spammed out. Naf now left as the sole survivor of this B play. Gonna commit straight up to the bomb plant. Regali's coming through this smoke, not respecting it. Ends much the same. And is this really gonna be a flawless half from FlyQuest on the Liquid map pick at Dust2?
It's looking like it right now. Liquid have had ample opportunity, ample gun rounds, ample paces, fast and slow. 5v4s again, another entry kill. Nertz is 1-11. Not that you can pin this on one player. No one has done a thing in this game for Liquid. And FlyQuest, after getting walloped on their map pick, have come through on Dust2 and look to make this a 3-map series to fight for that final spot. More than we bargained for, that's for sure. They say revenge is a dish best served cold. Well, this Liquid is on ice. Another strong nade, it looks like. Bit of damage at the back line, but they run through with another 5v4, another 5v3 now. This has got to be Liquid coming through. Harry did say flawless at the end of last round, so you know who to blame when Liquid get on the board.
Don't do that.
Well, you did say it,
know,
and now they're going to win a round. Yep. So, you know, proof's in the pudding.
And yesterday, when we had Liquid versus FaZe, we were bringing up that 11-1, them trying to run that back, but this time against FaZe Clan, they have a chance to do it versus FlyQuest. That's the task leveled against Liquid as they look for just one round here on Dust2.
11 is all they get, they say. And a mop-up on short. Shui puts his team on his back for that one single round. Is that enough? I wouldn't bet on it. FlyQuest looking good on Dust2.
Under the heat and pressure of stage 2, Liquid turned to dust and then promptly turned away. FlyQuest running away with the Liquid map pick, 11-1. Close to a flawless half for FlyQuest. One round right at the very end from Team Liquid.
Head in hands, hide behind the monitor because FlyQuest are coming for you on this map. 11-1 and some brutal rounds in there. Regali looking locked in with the AWP. And Inns and Vexite hitting hard just as well. Liquid pinch around off at the end of the half, but safe to say he's got to start with a pistol. Just naded his teammate in lower. Twist still gets 2 kills. He says, I'll do it my way or the highway. Headshot eventually. Ultimate's still stuck down here alone. After eating that nade, he'll get out. Inns got to be careful. He's got multiple nades. Can't drop them. FlyQuest go back, resetting for a B hit. In the meantime, Liquid re-clear positions. Good active mid-rounding here for Liquid. Figuring out what's going on, and there's the info of the intention of FlyQuest. Can they get a B rotate here in time? Call is long or tunnels. That's the only place FlyQuest can be.
There's the spot.
Oh, he saw them. Goes back for more.
Little jiggle from Regali, but it's into a crossfire down here in mid. That smoke only going to go so far to help them in this crossing. Regali with 1, can't follow up, and Netic's already injured. They're going to swing him together, silencing him in his 1v3 attempt. Pistol round secured for Team Liquid, and it's Twists with a convincing start in the pistol round.
2 for 2 on pistol so far, but every single one has lost to the force buy except that opening pistol on this map that was converted into 11 rounds in a row for FlyQuest. So we'll see if that continues. FlyQuest will force by nature of the round lead. And I want to see something decisive here. They're going to storm down lower together. Twist with a potential big nade here. Not too bad. Up cat.
Seeing the discourse and the disagreements around Netic and his nickname. Is it Netic? Is it Kitten? The Discord Kitten, of course.
I'd never
That's where it comes from.
Yeah. All makes sense. Hoo-woo. Twist doesn't know he's been crept on. Falls into the waterfall. Vexite. Stuck in spawn. This is getting claustrophobic. 30 seconds. A player in the mid-smoke. Do they know? They certainly seem like it. Comes back through. Ends in trouble. That running MP7. Bomb can just go mid to B. Bomb can just run right now. And they're going to start hightailing it for this site. Naf is alone. They're very close. He's trying to reposition. They are way closer than Naf's anticipating. So that allows a plant. Vexite is trapped. They're all really low. It's going to have to be Netic finding a multi-kill in this round. 2 will not do as he is sidelined. And Vexite too far from this round win. Liquid, it's a bit scary with those smoke pushes, but they do sweep it under the rug.
All things considered, the bomb plant getting that close, it's appreciated for FlyQuest. They're able to put a bit more money in again if they want, just to keep Liquid in this punishing position. For FlyQuest, you would love to keep them in this spot where one round win breaks the money, because then you've won the map. It's right there. It's ripe for the taking. And so really all you're looking for here out of FlyQuest Don't get me wrong, winning this round would be fantastic. But even just a couple of kills to make it expensive is so valuable at this point in the game.
I like that for Twist. Confirming lower for Regali, but nothing they can do about it. He nades and smokes his way out. So FlyQuest still have to dedicate time and resources to clearing this position. And Twist gets a little bit of value, although the nade doesn't do too much. There's potential in it. FlyQuest up catwalk. Hoping this scout can pop a skull. Close.
Ends on the sneak out, and Regali in the feed. Gets a little deep, but Naf's going to stop it. That creep out through mid will get quelled. The Regali scout, not though. 2 quick kills from him, looking for a third. He's eyeing up this killing blow on Shui, who's got to get away on long. Play the retake now. A man down for Team Liquid versus this force, and even more damage for Regali.
He's hit 3 tags, a tag and 2 kills. The pistols finish off another. No way. Armorless for map point. FlyQuest on just pistols break through, and Nerds.
They were content with damage. They were content with just making this expensive. It might be so much more than that. Nerds moving in. Tap on this bomb, hoping that baits the peak. Being given 1. 2 more players in this, though. Nerds needs more fight, and there's the swing out of the Regali scout.
What a monster. 4 kills on the scout. Hit the tag on the other as well. Regali unchained here on this T side.
And that's after, you know, a very quiet Nuke, a very slow start to this series out of Regali. We were saying, you know what this guy's capable of. You know what he can deliver for FlyQuest. And here on Dust2, he's showing that in spades. That round has teed up FlyQuest for the win right now.
Yeah, no more waiting. Eco dub might make this game a quick affair. Dust2 null and void, as just pistols and scouts sit in Liquid's purchase. FlyQuest's best opportunity to finish this map without making a meal of it.
And it doesn't feel like they're going to, man. It's been a very level-headed game from FlyQuest. They're not the ones feeling the pressure at this scoreline with the money. That all is on the shoulders of Liquid. So it doesn't feel like FlyQuest will make a meal of this. They're on the Liquid diet. Might be Ultimate going hungry. That's a tag on the scout. Collateral, in fact. A lot of bang for his buck, but now we need some of these kills to get completed. Shui will lend that helping hand. And this 4-man funnel, Fatal up through long, has to start to gain some ground. Right now, the Ultimate Scout is still keeping them at bay. Finally, he's bested. There's 1 more man in these side smokes, stealing himself away, and Twist's pulling the attention over towards Catwalk. Well, that might make Shui hit a little harder here.
No more nades. 20 seconds. They need to get a player on default to get this plant. And meanwhile, the latest long flank you've ever seen is coming in from Naf. He hits his tag, and this is just cooked. 15 seconds. Regali hits a shot out of nowhere, and they know where Shui is. This is it, the beginning of the end, or maybe just the end, as FlyQuest pull out a 2 and 3 out of nowhere. 13-3. They dominate this game. 11 straight rounds on the defensive half. FlyQuest do not make a meal out of it. We go the distance. Ancient will decide it all. Up next. A very different series now, as FlyQuest have woken up into this elimination/progression game. It's do and it's die. Stage 2 or a flight home between FlyQuest and Liquid on Ancient. It's a BO1 now.
Nerds. Ooh, that is a bit of an audacious swing. But at bare minimum, he can be content with getting the info. He just spotted everyone in A main.
They commit with the exec.
And they'll come, and Naf found first. JKS leads the charge in this pistol. The rest of FlyQuest powering through behind him. And they're going to run through Team Liquid. It's only Shuey left standing, and he is deleted. JKS is the front man, the rest of the gang in behind him, and FlyQuest storm the board in the pistol.
Yes, Harry, but the pistol is but around. It's all about those forces. That's what we've been talking about all series long, right? We've seen a lot of force buys come through, trading rounds at the beginning of Nuke, both teams struggling to win when advantaged. And so we're not out of the woods yet.
The guy in Donut got
So here we go. Shotgun for Shuey in the cave.
Cave player.
Makes sense.
Oh, you never see Mag 7s. This
True.
is good, man.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I always say this about this gun. It is the best gun in the game and the worst gun in the game, and you
True,
don't know
also, yeah.
which till you shoot it.
It's a roll of the dice every time. You can insta-kill or you could do nothing. 12 and 1
Sometimes you feel like you dink them 3 times.
for 12.
At the end, 18 and 7, and you're like, oh, okay.
Fair enough. B execute, but they're going to go ramp side, so Shuey will be avoided for the moment. Maybe Inns can run into him later. Smoke on the ramp. FlyQuest don't need to respect that. JKS even got an entry as the smoke popped up, so FlyQuest actually chill.
I know it. That's a Pug classic from JKS. The entry up, just dry through ramp.
He does love this map. They are going again. Second volley, but now it's full stacked.
Oh, God! That's the Mag 7. Doesn't even get to fire a bullet. It's all JKS on the openers. Number 4, there's one man that he's walked past. Nerds is behind him. That's the bomb. Hold on, don't get weird now. Nerds scavenges the gun, but it's quickly made up for. JKS running interference. 4 kills in this. The entry in the pistol as well. He wants those conversions improved upon. He will do it single-handedly.
I do like that he has the bomb and he's jumping through the long smoke and he's getting 4 kills. Chad would not be happy. All 5 or nothing. Great round for JKS, and FlyQuest don't let a pistol win come through. Something to be said for that. Double HE. Oh god, very blind. Still comes out with a kill. JKS starting solid in this map. 6 and 1.
Push through. They're in behind him.
He is in trouble.
He's surrounded, but he's done a lot of damage. He's done his part. No winning this now for Team Liquid. So you'd like to think. Something would have to go very, very wrong.
Oh yeah, scary to peek this age.
Oh, just the temptation to make it go wrong is...
Oh, wouldn't you love to swing
know,
for one more? I'm just checking.
Would.
Just having a look.
But he doesn't. And he waits.
The kill comes to him. Isn't that a lesson?
Patience is a virtue.
Is that a lesson, maybe? Should we learn? I don't want to. I want to re-peek. AK is saved. FlyQuest go 3-0 up. Liquid have the big guns. No full mid-take, although it looks like it. The amount of nades thrown in by Liquid, but they still just hover on the extremity, leaving an AWP in donuts. Nerd supporting will reinforce the B site with 3 CTs here. FlyQuest late mid-pop is the call. No red smoke. Liquid trying to put the fear in on B by throwing retake utility, but no push. Just the threat of it. And here's that mid-take, late red smoke, and FlyQuest options open up. You've got to worry about this AWP. Shadow advantage for ultimate as well. Still a hard shot.
Oh. Massive overflick on that, but he will make up for it. Ultimate, keen to readjust and dives back in for the pick in middle.
Don't have smoke. This is cooked for FlyQuest.
Blocked at ramp. If they wait for that, there's going to be like 15 seconds, 20 seconds left on this timer. They break it open with the nade. It's not a good break, and they've got no choice but to try and come through. I hear JKS trying to take position over here in the cave. Regali peeling attention away, hoping that this gives JKS the time to strike. 20 seconds though, time is a problem. And with no util to knock anyone off the line, Regali baits that first shot from the AWP. Won't take it any further. Liquid have got layers there to defend that B site.
Too short, too long. You're not breaking through that round there. And yeah, FlyQuest, their original plan was to fake a bit of B posture, go back to mid, and Ultimate, with them not being able to flush him out, smoke him off, molly him out of position, they didn't want to even risk it. By the time they go back to B, they have almost no util left. Liquid continue to block, save their smokes till late, and don't overplay that 4v2. They let the kills come to them, and they shall. Liquid on the board, nice and early. Change of pace after seeing the AWP in middle, but it is contained here by Liquid, costing that first entry. Vexite coming through a smoke. Nerds, attention in the right place.
Just a free kill for Nerds. Ultimate's AWP in the right place as well. Plucks Netic out of the air.
Oof. It's a kill, but where do you end here? A's been blocked. No grenades, really. And Ultimate's still in position. Eyes on the prize.
Molly won't entirely get Ultimate out of this position. But the boost up is nice, and that's what the Molotov has facilitated. In's going to start to cross on in. The fight's coming from CT, so Regali is in the right place to deny Nap's swing. It won't even be required. Ins takes the fight straight up.
It's just happening.
And this 2 versus 5, well, they're trying to stick the landing on it now. Ins 2 to the good already, taking more space away on this push in a donut.
Saw Shadow.
Twists up top. Drops down into middle now. And In's getting spammed from CT. Pressure's being put on FlyQuest's captain. Molly gonna force him out for a swing. In's trying to take one down with him. Can't quite find it. It's just Regali, and Shui moves in with the assistance of that util out for a middle to slice the defense apart.
Huge Molotov for Twist. That feels so impactful there, because without it, Int would be able to hide out in that position. His teammate could have lived for a little bit longer, and then he might have even been able to take a kill with him, but he gets made so uncomfortable with a flash through the CT smoke, the molly and donut, and just collapsed upon. One more kill from the boost, and nothing more. A couple of nice shots for Ins, but really, it's Liquid slowing it down and communicating well to win that retake. FlyQuest put to pistols.
Could have been a way in there, but Shui's able to deal with this spillover on lane. Naf watching these smokes, and FlyQuest have not been shy of pushing them. Never really to their benefit. Liquid always keeping a watchful eye on those smoke walks. Not just a lesson they had to learn in this matchup. FaZe were doing much the same against this Liquid squad. Gnarly shot from Regali. That should be it. A tie game now for Team Liquid.
Well, I want to see FlyQuest start getting into cave here. It just feels like the weaker position with Liquid not really taking mid in any of these rounds, putting the open donut, playing pretty loose on, or playing pretty, loose and weak on middle, and FlyQuest with a chance to get that cave control. Liquid keep like posturing like they're going to push down B, constantly replenishing doors smokes. They've never made an aggressive move towards the B side. Kind of turtling in bomb sites right now. That AWP giving them a lot of freedom. FlyQuest with a timeout.
Mid-smoke lobbed in. Bit of a skirmish here, maybe. More of an active stance in middle from Team Liquid, anticipating a change from FlyQuest. That's not a bad way for this to start. Shuey knocking out 2 on the smoke spam.
Well, you can't count on that, can you? What are you supposed to do? Double wallbang smoke shot. Ultimate follows up, push down B as well, and Liquid actually make a play off of this. The round ends where it begins, in the B lane. JKS and Inns trying to 2v5. Good control for Inns, but JKS has to worry about this double push down B. JKS v Twists. And it's JKS out on top looking for 2. The spray's close, but Shuey's found his 3rd frag of the round. That should be all said and done with bomb control here for Liquid as well. Nuts didn't see him. But he will.
Looking for something on his way out of the round is Inns.
Ooh. He has looked sharp today.
The AWP getting pressured kind of made Naf slow down on this flank, but committing to it now and committing loud. He just runs and guns for Inns to deny that save. It's Shuey, though, the man of the hour. 2 through the smoke spam over towards Cave.
Yeah.
Teed up Liquid for a guaranteed round.
And I like that Liquid don't just sit on their laurels after those entries. They make a play elsewhere, down B ramp, knowing they definitely have room because of those first couple of kills. And they're able to go 1 for 1 on another engagement at B and find that bomb eventually. So it's not inactive for Liquid. They finally go for mid control. They take it first time in the game in round number 8. Going for Heaven. Naf holding this smoke. Flash does nothing to blind him. Easy double. Oh, okay. Sure. Report it to be safe.
Probably just feels nice if you're FlyQuest to get one back the other way as well on these smoke spams. Reblocked in mid, that's annoying. Now they've got to explore other options. The rotates to go and help Ultimate will be slow, but it's a powerful line on the AWP.
Or at least it was.
Yeah, that smoke makes life a little harder for him. Now he's calling for these rotates. Shuey, and he's just getting back into the donut now. Run out by the Tech 9s. Ooh. Second man moves in. No, it's just denies that bomb plant, and that's all FlyQuest were hoping for. Regali left up in this one alone, and the Ultimate AWP takes that long line from CT to remove any threat that the pistols might possess.
Yeah, he's been nice and safe on the CT side. Ultimate just been a reliable bit of info in middle or having the A main control. Not been offering up his life for free. Just controlling space. Liquid start to get more mobile now. 3 players in middle starting. Going for the run boost. Just missing it though. Oh, In's running up B right now with the lurk smoke. Do they realize? Now they will. This is wild. He's got no support.
Info molly for Vexite. He knows that no one can be there, but still unable to get that opening that he was hoping for. I put a lot of pressure on B. It's certainly forced rotates out of Team Liquid, but Naf still floating around in the red room.
Disaster.
Could have been the difference maker. He's done high damage to Netic and Vexite, but killed neither. And so someone else will have to finish Naf's job. Shui trying to be the candidate to do so. Doesn't preoccupy himself for long, holding on to Heaven. Recognizes he's found a bit of a gap here. Goes fishing, gonna knock out Vexite. No more. 2 versus 3. Low health on the 2 players in the site. JKS embarking on a flank. Kills have got to come through quickly. Twists with the first. That's only going to trigger JKS to get a move on this backstab. And Twists cannot find that last player. So much time, it ticked off this bomb, he can't do it. And JKS now arriving on that wraparound makes it so.
Classic JKS right there when you least expect him, but it was already done. I like that idea for FlyQuest. They make it look like a B-rush with the lurk smoke. They get a player into the bomb site. They're throwing a lot of nades. Importantly as well, FlyQuest is supporting. They're spamming the wall. They're putting pressure on. They're making it puff up their chest and seem like that's more than it is. And then they bail really quickly, knowing Liquid are going to hard rotate. And sure, Naf definitely whiffed his shots. He only did damage, he needed kills. But he was the only player on that side of the map that could even realize FlyQuest were departing from B, a site they were never truly committed to. It's a cheeky pocket play, but we still need some longevity in this T side here for FlyQuest. Got to win a couple of gun rounds to break Liquid's money. They're swimming in cash. Naughty boost will find nothing. FlyQuest cave side. And mid control's not really treated them well in this T half. They are super tentative in this position at the moment. Ultimate is back on a deep line. Dodged well. That's awkward for Naf.
Nice reaction. Go and take space over here at A. They know about the ultimate AWP in Donut as well. It's just how do they want to get past it? No real util to do so. That molly, the only thing to help them in getting across. They're trying to assemble a run boost here to get away from ultimate, and it puts him right into his crosshair. JKS up next. And he will stem the bleeding, give FlyQuest a chance. Now he's got to do it all alone and wrap through CT, pressured on Donut. Too many angles for JKS to worry about.
Yeah, just got a little bit lost in the source there. FlyQuest uncertain about how they wanted to scale. That was not anything like a set play. Just got caught in the mid-round, throwing bodies at the problem. And Ultimate, just the controlling piece again. Static, the turret on this CT side. Just turning heads left and right. Keep it going, says Twist. Liquid are happy with this. 6 rounds on the CT side, and FlyQuest broken. Another spam for Shui. He's been such a nuisance in cave. Fast up B, had enough. Netic running in. And Liquid are good to just lock them out of the bomb site clean as can be. 4 alive is good for Liquid as they find a 7-round CT half. We have one more chance here for FlyQuest to make this a little bit sweeter going down.
Yeah, Liquid really finding their form. Starting to hit hard. I think 5 rounds here for FlyQuest. Still going to be enough mileage on this T side. I know it's been a pretty brutal drive home from Team Liquid once the guns have come into play. But it is on the CT half where FlyQuest have always done their best work on Ancient. It's what they've got to be reminding themselves at this scoreline with how Liquid have retaken control over this map. Another one of these pushes down the B ramp, and another opener for Twists. Ooh, a little awkward there, though, as it wasn't that double push. The spacing was very wide.
Etic gets his first kill.
Backstab for Naf. And I mean, these are some of the moves we've been talking about from this guy, right? This was what he was kind of lacking the confidence to do in the tail end of last season for Liquid, but Naf is back. Aggression through main.
And they know.
And he cuts through FlyQuest, teeing up Liquid for a dominant CT half. 8-4 here, and round 2 or elimination on the line. Liquid want that next stage in Cologne. In this do or die matchup, we've gone the distance all the way onto Ancient, and in spite of a strong start from FlyQuest with a convincing pistol and the conversion, something that's been a problem for them in these series here at Cologne, they couldn't stack up in the rifle rounds. Their T-side only managed to win one past the pistols. That's given Liquid one hell of a head start heading into this final half of play. A pistol round here is a necessity for FlyQuest if they want to walk that path to recovery.
Oh my.
Fast play out in A. Liquid bring one hell of a pace to open up. And this must-win pistol gets off to a rough start.
Oh, I think the saddest part about this pistol is FlyQuest read it well. They gambled full mid and A, but not a single kill on that A bomb site means no matter how quick the rotates are, it's not meant to be. And Nerds absolutely demolishes them on this entry. 4 kills for Nerds. He's looking for the ace to finish this pistol. Regali buying time, and the bomb rotates out. Nerds even leaves just to guarantee it. And Regali is getting played with, toyed with, as Liquid look to lock in a pistol on top of a dominant half. 1 gun round in the game for FlyQuest. And Nerds, it's right there, the ace.
Good job, guys. Good fucking round.
Feels like you've been waiting, you know, all series for Nerds to really have like a super high impact round, winning that pistol with an ace. Yeah, it's a very valid point. Someone where, when you looked at him when he first joined this Liquid squad, coming in as a replacement for Yakinda, I felt like such a great move, right? He was a real hot prospect. He'd come off the back and won Rookie of the Year. He was looking lights out. You knew the mileage that Nerds could give you. You felt like he was someone who, even back in Heroic, would single-handedly win them games. And we haven't necessarily seen that, Nerds. But here in a very important round for Team Liquid, he gets his ace, denies an early comeback here to FlyQuest, and it puts a tremendous amount of pressure on this first rifle round for them on the CT side. If they don't win it, if they fall down here, Liquid are eyeing up victory. They are all but ready to reach out and grab it.
10-4. I mean, it's a brutal scoreline without all the context, but adding it in just makes it seem all the more ugly for FlyQuest in this first outing with a new roster against a Liquid that we knew had a lot to prove coming into the season. Questions about the roster, questions about even the tournaments they're choosing to attend, and the invites accepted and declined. This is their first event coming into a new season on LAN, and looking to level up in Cologne to make it to stage 2. They almost took down FaZe, and now they're ready to finish off FlyQuest. And his gun round tells the full story.
No ignoring it now as well. Netic down 1-11. It's been a good series outside of this map for him, but if you go quiet in map 3, right when your team needs you the most, that feels unforgivable. Vexite doubles up. You'd like to think that's enough here for FlyQuest. He pays for it with his life. And Liquid will get the chance to reset in this 3-on-4. Yeah, give it another go.
This is not done by any means. They're just going to recommit. It's going to have to be dry. And unfortunately, MAC-10s do make this a little bit harder, but maybe Ultimate could come in first with these entry kills as these MAC-10s take space. Netic already low. Oh no, he's missed his timing entirely. They're walking him right now. Peeks in, forces a fight on his terms and looks to play retake. Naf delaying the plant. Gonna peek with his mate. Space getting taken. Still scared of long for good reason, but it's all CT here for FlyQuest as Team Liquid rely on Ultimate to win this round.
He's up close. And all of them are about to come around this corner into Ultimate's rifle. He gets out with a double.
Wally for the bomb. They don't have a smoke.
Oh,
Naf's got the lineups.
He's been cooking.
Line up Larry.
After a weak season, Naf went away and looked to improve. Now he's got lineups. And he's had them in every one of these series. More tricks from Naf's bag.
Good. Oh,
he comes in, it denies that defuse. And he must be feeling good. They found a smoke.
Lost it.
They're getting back on
They've
this.
Lost it.
That falls, but there simply isn't time for this defuse. Regali, try as he might, it's so close, but Naf, daylight robbery.
Yeah.
The middle finger's raised. You have never seen that before.
Oh my God,
This
Naf.
is a new era of Nafly.
What on earth? I don't think I've ever seen Naf flip someone
I don't think
off.
I've ever even seen him acknowledge his opponent. Actually, no, that's a lie. One time, he waved and did a heart to Skulls when they were playing against each other.
Yeah.
But that's the only time and it's a nice thing. I can't believe he just gave them the finger.
What a sick clutch. Teed up by Ultima and knocked down by Naf. Liquid.
Oh, Nafly, man. After a season that left him feeling really low, it's nice to see him come back in looking this refreshed. It really is.
A new lease on life for this Liquid, and this game just feels like it's over now. After a round like that, how do you recover? Double entry. FlyQuest quieting down here on Ancient after an incredible Dust2 where 11 straight rounds were found. They have nothing to say here on Ancient. All that remains is the latest addition, and he dies to Nap again. 8 chances for stage 2. 8 chances to eliminate FlyQuest.
Timeout called in, and FlyQuest have to reach really deep now because Liquid have been leveling up over the course of the series, and sure, they took a serious knockback on Dust2 here on Ancient. That has not been the story. There's not a weak link in sight for Team Liquid. Shui with some wild spams to open, Nerds with an ace in the pistol round to open up this second half. Ultimate keeping up appearances on his AWP throughout the series. And now Nafly showing us he's a lineup Larry in the current day.
Impressive mental resilience for Liquid in this series, coming in so hot to that opening map. The opposite on Dust, and then reaffirming it here on Ancient. It's been a bit of a roller coaster trading their maps out, losing their pick. But it is safe to say it's not just the NAF show, right? This whole team has looked a little bit crisper in these couple of games, even against FaZe, if you discount Nuke. Nerds has had his best map at Cologne, this Cologne here, 18 and 8. Twist Life Gaming to start this series on Nuke. Nettig, 3rd kill of the map. Feels too late. Liquid look to walk their way into cave. Oh, lazy clear, and it costs you. So FlyQuest finds something.
I really hope these two are both riding the high of the crazy rounds they've had and want to give this 2v5 a go, especially when they get given a free kill like that in middle. Naf was backing up into the spawn. I think he'd already decided this one was over. 2v5, they ain't winning it. But I think that one kill just might have piqued the interest of Team Liquid.
You've got money, you've got the lead. There's no reason to throw in the towel. Damage already has value into that next round, more so than saving ever would. So,
wait, Naf waiting here might get rewarded. Oh, he's just looked away.
Is he saving?
Keith, come on, man.
Wild. I think they should always go for this, just given that they could buy next anyway. Like you take guns out, FlyQuest have SMGs. Now FlyQuest have full rifles. So I feel like it's a wasted opportunity, perhaps for Liquid. And they don't have the time, so lesson learned. Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, you'll watch that back, you'll realize it was right there.
Bro, they were so close to winning that 2v. If Naf, he had no way of knowing, but if he did stay on ramp for even one more second, half a second, that could have been a double.
Yeah, I would have just liked Liquid to play it for the all the reasons I said: score, money, opponent money, everything. It's okay though; they can still rebuy. They had money, as I said. But now you've given FlyQuest 4 rifles, 2 AKs. And they get to play a little bit more free now.
Oh, that's a bloody lot of damage on the Twist and Shui. Inns on the swing out through Red Room as well. Going to extend this advantage for FlyQuest. They're all inning this mid-flight. Fighting and dying on the hill that is this mid-control, and fights they didn't necessarily have to take. It was to try and get Inns out of there.
Fight or flight. Do they abandon ship right now? It looks like they want to re-clear as a team, coming in from Red Room and Donuts as
this is the full
Liquid
crunch.
Here.
It's like a 4v4 for this mid-control.
They got a kill and they're happy with that. Saw bomb as well. Or maybe not. They only saw the first player, actually. So Bomb's going to make it into Donut.
JKS has his back turned. And I mean, it feels only fitting, right? That in the what could be final round of this game, Liquid come meandering into the sight of JKS.
Oh, that's a nice smoke. That's a good bait. JKS might not consider
Signing
Donut.
for FlyQuest, the former teammate of these Liquid players. That's who they've got to get past if they want this win. JKS falters, just managing 1 kill in defensive A. The rest of FlyQuest trickling on through, out on the spawn side. Flashes rain in, and Ultimate left is the only man to make a difference. They will charge him down. FlyQuest keep themselves in this for 1 more round.
They're just bobbing in the water. They're not swimming. They're just surviving right now. 6-12. It's a huge scoreline to come back from here. Liquid. Money is a bit of a pickle right now. They should eco. And they're going to take a timeout to talk it out. I like this. Get ahead of it. First timeout called. Don't need to stress yet. Just make sure you know how you want to approach that next full buy. And be ready to capitalize, but an opportunity gifted to FlyQuest, if but slim. Here we go. Liquid take a very conservative approach. Almost nothing in this.
These rounds can be deceptively hard to deal with, though.
I think on Ancient, it's a lot easier to get rid of, you know, an armless pistol without any util. You don't really have a lot of options. You're walking through choke points. If you're not overwhelming an area, it's a lot harder. CT smoke means headshot angle is not a factor. Double smoke.
A lot of resources, and it's created a kind of smoke wall at the back of the site.
They're coming through Donut.
I wonder how they want to try and use this. They'll get past Inns down in Donut. There's more where that comes from, though. No, my God, Naf!
Take it back.
That is a wild shot to follow up on. Can he manage a third? They built this wall earlier on.
Look at Ultimate.
Ultimate sneaking out all the way through B in the downtime, and so
Bomb can't leave.
I'm trapped in Donut. Ultimate instead might have to embark on a big flank here through the back line of FlyQuest.
They know Naf is trapped, right? They should know he's trapped in this Donut position, but they're not clearing him out. It's only JKS. He's got no support. Vexite's flanking B right now. Naf had a chance. JKS drops that bomb, and with that, the round should be theirs. They realize the flank's coming in. Twist playing too late to win this round. For a moment.
Oh! Oh my God! The Canadian Deagle! It's really working right now. You'll take it a AWP denial. Get that out of there.
Respect.
And now he gets to give the 1v2 a go. Leaves it to chance on the spam. This smoke only just going to start to fade now, so he plays through and will get silenced. 5 rounds the difference. FlyQuest refusing to go down without a fight. Liquid might always be making these low econ rounds interesting, but still a far cry from winning them. Beautiful sequence from Nap and Twist.
This was sick onto an AWP as well. Was just about to be able to afford one here for FlyQuest. 5 rounds of difference. It's a Liquid game, so anything can happen. But they still have a hefty lead. Coming up quick cave side. Double cave, spam, and Shoot just jumps over it. Ironic considering how many times he killed them through that smoke. He'll just hop right by like it means nothing. All mid-exec.
2 players firing off over in cave. That's a healthy bit of info for these guys on ramp. You suddenly feel a lot safer to try and move in. They do pay the tax with Regali knocking out 1 on this AWP. Still, ground taken for Team Liquid. Round starting to unravel here. Someone's got to deliver. Vexite thinks he's the guy. Answers with 1 back from the cave. Regali still looking on with this AWP, and Liquid looking to take the pace out the round now. Weren't ready for JKS in at the bottom of mid. Naf left up in this clutch, and in many of these moments, you've seen this guy look to save. Is this a clutch he wants to give a go? There's still a lot of time left on the clock. There's damage done onto Vexite as well, and he knows the whereabouts of that Regali AWP and JKS, or at least where they were about 15 seconds ago.
Yeah, hiding creates gaps. It means FlyQuest must call, hey, he could be here, he could be here, he could be here. That's a paranoia element here for FlyQuest. Naf buys a few seconds before he takes his first fight.
And the first fight's on low HP Vexite. Dead immediately as he goes around the corner. No love for Naf there. It's all Vexite in that cave hold. So one of the few clutches you've seen him attempt, and an immediate answer. Locking Naf out of the clutch, keeping the comeback dream alive for FlyQuest.
Yeah, it felt like they had a good chance just when they made this 3v3 happen from a 3v5, and they got the red control on the flank, but it's resetting that punishes them. JKS on an aggressive A-main push, and Regali doesn't overpeak on the B-bomb site. So Liquid back to pistols again. They're just trading rounds between Bai and Eco. Pop out mid, smoked off in the donut. In still spams out the first. JKS, could be a lot of players coming through that smoke. They're gonna walk back to B, leaving Nerds in his traditional red room flank. Trying to kill rotations, but they've already crossed. In's making his way to the right site. FlyQuest positioned well. Retake on B. Not going to get overwhelmed.
Even like shifting into this kind of more passive setup where you have the crossfire between long and short. You have assistance available from Ins. Ins is just peeled away, actually. And so Vexite is a kind of tantalizing option for a kill over on short, and it will go untraded.
Oh, no.
Nerds now activates in the back. Netix eyes front, but getting wrapped through the red room. They've already made it past. 2 versus 2. Regali and JKS. Regali on his AWP. Took a while to get going in this series, but you felt the full force of him on Dust2. JKS, the new signing, the best player that Australia ever produced, left in this round to keep the dream alive for FlyQuest. Molly might force the reaction out of Ultimate, and it gives Regali and JKS the fight they were looking for. Only Nerds left in this now, and as he plays through, JKS, head on a swivel, ices him out of it. Comeback continues. FlyQuest keep racking up rounds.
I'm shocked they're still here. I don't know how they're still in this game right there. Neta got completely caught on long side. Miscom or something. They didn't realize how deep Nerds made it. They was hunting down Neta. He still holds a kill in his bomb site, but that flank for Nerds opened up the round, made it a 2v2 post spawn, gave time for them to take positions, and still FlyQuest slow it down, calm in the post plant. Get that retake off. 3 rounds difference now. Another full buy for Liquid. AWP available if they want it, but the pressure's certainly building in this game for Liquid. They could have closed this a long time ago. Will that cost them? And what is building to be a close game after all. A 12-4.
And I mean, you know, I think the thing for Netic is he's clearly having a rough game. It's one of those matches where you just never feel comfortable. You feel like you're doing everything wrong. You're always giving away swing kills. But if he could just get his one, I think that's what that last round shows you. The rest of his team are here pulling the weight for him.
I mean, that's another entry for FlyQuest. They wallbang twists out on the lane. Vexite baiting for Ins here in red, who's just going to tuck in for the moment. Has this crossed a donut as the smoke comes in. Nerds, they know he loves to play this red room. It's his whole thing on this map. And he's going to clear it. This is his domain. You're not going to flush him out of it. Liquid coming with numbers, splitting this donut. They walk through the smoke. JKS will hear this happen.
It's JKS and it's Netic who have to try and stop this. Awkward lineup there, but JKS taking down one of his own. Might be worth it if he can hold on. 2 kills from him in defensive A. They flash through, they play quickly here, and it might be quickly to their demise unless Regali can keep the dream alive. Naf waits in the site. Tried and failed in these clutches once already, but he could be the defining man for Team Liquid. He's been the player with all the eyeballs on him. The guy that everyone's been looking to, and Naf is back. So are Team Liquid into stage 2, closing this out, putting a stop to the FlyQuest comeback. It starts with giving them 2 fingers. Naf closes it by giving them the fist. FlyQuest are done.
Yeah, eliminated and not with much to talk about in this one. A nice